Hi, Frequencies family. I hope everyone is doing good during this time. I almost didn't go live, but so much has happened in my dream last night, and just period. It's just I don't know. Maybe if I can talk it out here on live with y'all, like some things will come and help me figure out what the hell is going on. And I don't know. Just help me because I don't know what is going on. My neighbor. So, I'm gonna start with a dream that I had not last night, night before. And these dreams are reoccurring where I'm home, but home doesn't feel like here in this house. It feels like I'm somewhere else, and it's like it's pulling me to this new location. And when it's pulling me to that new location, it almost feels like I'm slipping away from the person. It's almost like an ego death when you go on a mushroom trip and you're trying to stay grounded to this reality, but it's letting you know like you don't have any control, just let it go and go into it. That's kind of how what's going on with the dream. It's like, hey, I feel like I'm getting pulled. Is this thing going on? Oh, I hope it's working. I got this new mic, and I hope you all can hear me. Um, yeah, but excuse me. But anyway, it feels like I'm being pulled into that reality when I know it's not the real reality, but it's trying to make me believe that what's there is real. This is, for instance, in one of the dreams I had earlier this week, I was here at home, but I have a whiteboard here. Instead of the whiteboard being right here, the whiteboard was over here. And then outside, there's this tree. Now, this is what's going to be really, it's this, it's an annual, it blooms every spring. Well, in the dream, I looked out the window and it had white flowers covered all over it. And I was like, when I saw that and I saw that and I was like, oh, this is not real. This is not home. This is not my real reality because I know the board is usually over there and that tree doesn't have white flowers. Well, now, about a day or two ago, I think I had that dream like Monday or Sunday, something like that. This tree out here is starting to bloom white flowers. I looked at it the other day. I'm like, okay, 3 days ago, it did not have white flowers on it. Now it has half of it has white flowers, and the other half of it is still green. Just really, really weird. So that's why I named this "Where Am I?" Because these realities are starting to just intertwine and twirl within each other. And it feels like when I'm getting pulled in the dream room, like it's trying to pull me to disconnect from here for whatever reason. I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. I don't even know if there's a such thing, but the disconnection that I'm starting to feel that it wants me to disconnect from here, it feels like I'm losing myself. And it feels, I don't know, it's almost like being on a roller coaster and you want to be grounded to familiar places and locations that you know you have some connection to, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to go into the dream that I had last night because that was pretty weird. It started off where it was like I worked at, it wasn't like I worked at the place. I had this facility, or I lived in this mansion or some sorts. And I had hired a lady to come in to teach like yoga or something, some type of body work mechanics. And I would have a chauffeur go and pick her up and bring her to the mansion or the facility. It felt like a mansion though. In the dream, it was like it was a reoccurring thing that she was doing. Like she was coming to the house, she was doing it, and it stopped in one part of the dream. It stopped where the chauffeur pulled up, let her out. She came outside. It was like almost like she was in a nature, like not in the facility, but she was outside in nature, and she was going through yoga poses and things like that. But she stopped. She sat in lotus position, and she started to do these taps on her side. So she had her hands like this, and she started tapping here. Well, while she was tapping here with her eyes closed, it was like she was in meditation. Her stomach area just lit up with this white light. It was like white light, just pure white light. And it was like I was seeing her with a third eye vision, and I was like, whoa, like her stomach area is like pulling out white light. Is she doing that with this? Then she took her hands and crossed them, and then she did the taps. So she was tapping with her arms crossed. When she did that, the white light became even brighter. And then from there, I'm watching like the caduceus go up, this white light go all the way from the bottom and just goes all the way up. And then I'm gone. I'm out of nature. I'm somewhere else. And when I leave her, I'm like in some place where there was some type of ritual going on. I don't know what specifically this ritual was, but I was in and a part of it where I was orchestrating things that I wanted people to do. One of the guys that was there, he had done something. I can't even remember what he had done, but he had been pulled there to be reprimanded. And I had the other people who were working for me, take his name tag, do different things to kind of taunt him. But what is weird is that, like, I was like, okay, it's over with. We're going to give him his name back and put him, let him go back. I don't know what that meant, but let him go back into wherever he's going to. Just let him go back. And so I looked for his name tag. It was like these name tags over here. And it was like my nephew or somebody who was working for me. He had taken this man's name off his name tag. And I was like, where's his name tag? Because if this man doesn't have a name tag, he will be erased. Like, he will be no more. So he was like, where is Larry? And he was even saying the guy's name was Larry. And the name tags were like about this size. They were about this size, but they were gray. And they were on this table. But there was no Larry. It was just plain name tag with no name on it. And I was like, you all got rid of his name? Now I can't, because he needed his badge back, his name tag back, to go back to wherever he was from. He needed his name tag back, and his name was gone. Larry was gone. We could not find Larry's name to give it back to him. And I have no clue what happened with Larry's name tag. Now, going back into the dream, like I said, I was, and this is what was weird. Something was going on with that ritual. I cannot remember what exactly was going on with that ritual, but it was pulling me. Like I told you all before, it's been feeling like something has definitely been pulling me to a different realm. And I was like deep into it, and it's not even coming back to my memory what was actually going on. But I was so deep into the dream, and it was pulling me so deep that in this reality, my phone started ringing. And it started ringing so loud, of course, it woke me up. And I woke up, I was like, oh gosh, I'm so glad I woke up, because, excuse me, whatever it was pulling me really hard. And I don't know why it was doing it. Now, what's weird is that I have my phone set to where unknown callers go straight to voicemail, right? That was an unknown caller, and normally it would go to voicemail. It would not ring at all. So that's how I know between that dimension and this dimension, like things are intertwining. And that phone call ring was almost like the phone call ring in the Matrix. When they get the call, they answer the phone and then they go back. They leave the Matrix or wherever and they go back to the real world. And that's what it felt like. It felt like the phone rang just for me to wake up out of the Matrix and come back here, or vice versa. I don't know. I don't know which is which. But I thought that was interesting. I'm getting to the point where I don't know where I am. The flowers out here, like I told you in the dream, there was no white flowers on this tree here in this reality. No white flowers over there on that tree. In the dream, white flowers were covered in a tree. This board over here was down here. And that's how I knew. I was like, no. In my dream, I immediately knew, like, no, there's no white flowers on that tree. I know I'm dreaming. Now, 3-4 days later, this tree over here has white flowers that have grown on the side of the tree, just like my goddamn dream. So that's why I'm just like, where are we? What is going on? What's going on in the cosmos? What's going on in between realms? I have been extremely emotional too. I have not been wanting to do any type of peopling. But the thing about it is, if I do peopling, if I'm out and about and I see people, I'm in the best mood ever. Like today, I had to go to work, do some things at work, and I was talking to people. I tell them, I won't be back next year. I gave them a hug, and everything was, just nice. I was just really, really nice. And then I'll leave, and it's like, shit, I don't want to be around people no more. I don't want to deal with folks, period. Yeah, everything is moving so fast, like you said, Divine Connection. Everything moving so goddamn fast that I can't tell which world is which. Because this damn tree out here, like I said, 3 or 4 days ago, it had no white flowers on it. None. No white flowers were on this fucking tree. In my dream 3 or 4 days ago, this tree out here had white flowers on it. Now this tree got white flowers, and that right there is like, what the fuck? And even when I'm in my dream, it feels like I'm in my house, but it's not my house the way I have it here. Like something about the energy of it does not feel like this reality. And that is what's really, and it's been ongoing. This has been like not just last night, not just night before, not just night before that. This is starting to be ongoing situation where I am at home, but it's not really home. And I have to, it's almost like, can you figure out if you're home or not? Can you differentiate if you're really in this reality or if you're in another one? And then things will be going on just like I would do in this reality. I remember in one dream, I was getting up, putting on my workout clothes, going to do my morning workout. Like everything I was doing the same freaking thing. But it wasn't really this reality because, like I said, that board was down here. When I came in here to get my workout clothes, I came in here to do something in my dream. That board was down here. That tree had white flowers on it. And when I saw that, I was like, no, this is not home. This is not home. This is not home. This is not home. And every time I started to like say that over and over, I started to pull away from it. And then I can wake up. But I've noticed if I don't have any signals or clues, I'll just feel the energy of this space not being in this reality space. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's what was going on. Like I said, I don't know if she was doing these taps here and her belly just lit up, bright white light, extremely bright white light. And then she crossed over and the bright white light just rose up out from her belly out to in front of her, and it just started to just go up. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then the dream, like I said, switched to us performing some type of ritual. So yeah, I don't know what happened to Larry. I don't know who Larry is. I don't even know what the energy meaning of Larry's name, what that really means. I need to look up and see what does the word or name Larry mean, because he couldn't, they had stripped his name off and erased Larry, and Larry has been erased. And I don't know who Larry is, y'all. I don't know. But Larry did not get his name tag. He did not get to move forward. He did not get put back into the simulation. He did not get put back into the reality. So I don't know what happened to Larry or what the representation of Larry means. Yeah, y'all. So, it's just so much. Like you said, Melanie, it's ghetto. It is so ghetto. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can say, however, that things have been definitely manifesting that is in alignment. So, outside of the crazy, girl, Larry is going to show up somewhere. Larry, I don't know. I don't know who Larry is. It's so crazy that Larry got stripped of his name. He wanted his badge. He said he wanted his name badge back so he could go back to where he's from. It was like we pulled him from somewhere. We pulled him from a world that he was in, and we brought him where we were. And because of something that he did, we were taunting him. We took his name badge from him. But after I told them we were done, taunting him, I think he had learned his lesson to give him his name badge back. That the person who I had sent out to do the work had actually got rid of the name badge, and I didn't want him to go that far. And I told him, I said, I didn't tell you to go that far to get rid of his name badge. He needs his name badge back to go back to where he's from. Now he can't go back. Now what are we supposed to do with Larry? His name ain't even Larry. He only had, what are we supposed to do? I don't know what the fuck that shit. I don't even know what that means, y'all. Where are we? Where am I? Baby, I don't know. I don't know. That eclipse, something happened. Something happened with that damn eclipse, y'all. Something really happened. Things ever since the eclipse, my energy, when I woke up that morning, my energy was like somebody did this to me, like boop. The day before, I was like, oh, yeah, I was in a happy mood. And the next day I woke up, I was like, I want nobody to talk to me. I want to do nothing. I want nothing. And that was the whole day. Like the whole day I had to train somebody, I had to help somebody. It was like the whole day I had to deal with people. And my mood was like, no matter how hard I tried to get out of it, it was just like hitting me. And I was like, oh God. And it's like ever since then, my mood has been just like this. It's been like a wave frequency, like the crest and the trough that we have in the wave frequency in science. That's how it's been. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's like I wake up, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to get. It don't matter how many mantras and how many affirmations I say. Like if I want to be upset, it's just going to be upset. And even through that, because I'll persevere and I'll push through to keep a positive mindset. And what I have been noticing is the manifestations just like, wow. Like, I'm talking crazy about my dreams and things like that. But the positive side of it is that things have been just magically manifesting wonderfully. Like, the manifestations have been freaking amazing. Like, I can't even lie. I ain't even gonna lie on the universe that things have been coming through for you, girl. Things have been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So many different opportunities. So much it's been beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. When it comes down to manifesting here in this reality, things have just been like, but where I am, these flowers on this tree, these dreams, these realities meshing in, some energy constantly pulling me to be in a different house. It's almost like a mirror image. It's like, if I don't react, it comes. Yeah, if I don't react, and that's the thing. Like, I can't get too emotional about anything. I can't get too upset about anything. I can just feel it. And that's why the best thing for me to do is to be in the bed, listen to some YouTubers, get some information on what's going on right now, do my meditation, make my protein shake, get my ass back in the bed. Go to the gym, go to work, go to the gym, work out, keep your headphones on, work out, see people, be very nice, spread your light, spread your energy, come back home, get on YouTube, go back to sleep. You are right. I have not been giving into like, ooh, I'm gonna cry today, or ooh, I'm gonna be mad, or ooh, this energy got me being angry. I cannot, like, and it's almost, I was telling somebody during the eclipse that it's almost like the universe is saying, let me throw this at her to see how she's going to react. It's almost like a test, like parents would do to children, like, I'm gonna see how you gonna act if I give you this with your other siblings, and if you don't share with them, then I ain't make sure you don't get no more. Like, it's doing that type of thing. Like, let me see how she gonna react if I give her just a little pressure. If she's still gonna be happy through the little pressure, then boom, I'm gonna give her some more. I'm gonna make sure that she get more abundance. I'm gonna make sure she gets some more things that happen in her life. Like, that's what I feel like the universe is being like a parent right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put a little pressure on her and see if she gonna crack. If she's still gonna say she's still gonna share positivity. She's still gonna help people around her, and she knows she don't feel like it. She knows she really don't want to, but she doing it anyway. Gone. Let me throw these blessings at you, girl. Let me throw these blessings, and that's what I feel like is going on. So that is one thing that has been keeping me lifted, and not just drowning myself in whatever this drowning, sorrowful energy that's trying to come over me. I don't even know why, because ain't nothing sorrowful or sad happening in my life. Nothing. Everything that's going on right now, I should be outside doing fucking cartwheels. I should be like, oh, joy. And I had to the other day. Like, I had to play music just to show my gratitude and just get the gratitude out and the thankfulness that's really in my heart. Because it's there, it's in my heart. The thankfulness and the gratitude is like deep in my heart, is here. I feel it. And then there's this other energy that's just like people, and it's just like this like grouchy energy. I don't know what it is. It's like this grumpy, grouchy energy that's right there next to it. It's like the joy. If you all seen Inside Out on Disney Channel, it's just like joy and sadness. Like, that's what's going on right now. And it's like, yeah, I'd be happy and joy, but all the same time, like, but I have to feel this sadness because I don't know. I just have to feel it because it's so sad, and certain things are just sad. Even the weather right now, y'all. I'm in Memphis. Even the weather right now is like, it's just so sad and gloomy. It's cold. It's 66 degrees outside in end of May going into June. It's cold outside. It's gloomy. Outside is the representation of my energy right now. I think I have manifested this weather. I think I have manifested this weather right now. Feels like me on the inside. But I'm still happy in my heart. But then there's also the sad, I don't know, it's just like Inside Out, y'all. It's just like Inside Out. And I can't even explain it. So if it's some little cartoon characters that's up in my brain that's making me feel a certain way, and they pushing different buttons and stuff. They letting sadness touch too many marbles, y'all. If y'all seen Inside Out, she touched too many marbles. Yeah, I think we done manifested this weather, baby, because it's cold and it's May the 27th and it's 66 degrees, but it feels, in my house, it feels like it's about 55 and it's gloomy. And another thing, I haven't been having much of an appetite. Like, my appetite left last weekend. And I've been doing like mostly liquids. I haven't been wanting any food. Like, yeah, I just been wanting to cry. I haven't been, and it's like, what I want to cry about? Like, I don't know. I was sitting in the bed. I was just listening to the lady on the transits, and then I just started crying. Like, I just got emotional. Like, I don't know even what the fuck. Like, what you crying about the transits for, girl? Like, what? Like I said, there's no sadness. Like what the people would literally say would be a horrible time that would make them sad or cry. That's not even my case right now. Like, there's no issues, there's no worries, but at the same time, there's this sad energy that's making me want to be, just making me want to cry. But I won't get into. I'll let my tears out and I stop it because I don't want to get into the sulking, like letting it take over me. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Listening to it, finally made sense on my emotions, so I was crying about it. Exactly. And yep, we may be crying for others in the collective. Exactly. Yep, that's true too. Cause I don't know. It's a heavy, sad feeling. It's just like a gloomy day outside. I keep looking outside because that's how I feel. I feel the trees leaned over, not wanting to sway with the wind. They don't want to. They don't feel like it. They just like, I don't want to today. Wind don't blow. I don't want to move. I just want to stay here and just let my leaves and my branches hang on this motherfucker because I'm here. I don't want to do all that today. I feel you, tree. I don't want to bloom no flowers today. I ain't in the mood for no flowers to be blooming all on me. I don't want that right now. I want it. No, I want it. That's what's going on, y'all. This is me talking. I'm sorry if y'all was looking for a high frequency energetic, but it's me trying to figure out where am I? Where am I right now? Where in this whole mix up of timelines? And I can say it's so many different movies, series, TV shows. Everything is talking about multiverses, different dimensions, dream worlds, various sequences, different existences of the person. All of these, if you all listen and look at all of these shows, I'm talking about almost anything that I look at right now is talking about that. Of course, the WandaVision, the Loki, the what's the one I just watched? Um, Multiverse, Doctor Strange. Then yeah, Melanie, I watched The Runaways. Then you look at Invisible, the Invincible. I think that was the cartoon. Like everything that I'm looking at, especially when it comes down to like Disney and Disney Plus has a lot of movies, shows, and series that talk about these different existences. Tonight, I'm going to watch the Obi-Wan series. I think it came out today, watching the Obi-Wan series. I'm going to see what that's about. I have a feeling it's still going to be talking about different existences, the Force, the multiverse. Is going to go deeper into that. So, yeah, y'all, if y'all know where we are, please hit me to letting me know what's going on right now. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm just like super aware and deep in my head and thoughts. Like my friend said, he was like, you just always think so deep. And I do, and I don't know why. That's just how I'm wired, goddamn it. I don't know. And sometimes I don't want to think so deep about shit. Like shit be popping out to me. And things just like this. I keep looking at these white flowers on this tree that was not there, and my dreams. Like it was this, all of these things, even what happened with Larry. I don't even know what happened with Larry. But all of these things are happening in our dreams, are happening in our realities and these various dimensions for a reason. And we are connecting the dots on what it all means. So we can get a sense of where we're going. And it's pretty much all we want. We, as human beings, we need an understanding on some type of level of what's going on and what's going to happen. And that helps us be able to, still be here, still move forward. If not, it feels like Groundhog's Day, or, it feels like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna make some tea, I'm gonna eat some food, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna come back home, take my shower, I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna get back up in the morning, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna make my tea, I'm gonna have coffee. Oh, I may have to go pick something up, or I may have to go by the bank, or I may have to have a meeting, but then I'm coming back home, I'm taking my shower, I'm going to bed, I'm just, so it's a sign, it's like a cycle of things. And I'm starting to pick up on so many different cycles. White flowers. Yeah, what are these white flowers? I saw them in the dream on this tree. They were, the only thing different is that they were white, and the sun was out shining. It was bright outside. It was just a beautiful sunny day, and these big old white flowers all over this tree. Now, this tree, the flowers are kind of beige. They're not white, but they're beige color, which is very weird because I'm just like, why were they white over there? And these here are almost like a beige color. But they weren't there 4 days ago. It's like once I had the dream and I saw them, then they just popped up. Yeah, and I came home like yesterday. I was leaving the gym. I saw 2 blue jays. There, I've been paying attention to the animals too. Like I just saw a red bird just fly past the little tree with the white flowers on it. Paying attention to the animals that's around, 2 blue jays. I'm sitting there waiting to turn. And I always look out the window, see what's going on with the animals. And 2 blue jays just flew down and sat there. And what's interesting with the animals, because I look at them to see if they can feel my energy, be like, can they feel me? Do they recognize my source, my energy source that lives in me? And then they're here to turn around and they look at me. And that is what's so cool. Even when I see a cat or anything, I'll look at them, and then it's like they'll turn their head and they look at me, and it's kind of like we recognize each other. Yeah, birds and pairs. I talked about the white flowers. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that in the reading. Because the white flower, they were pretty white flowers on this tree. Birds and pairs. Yep, birds and pairs. And they making themselves known that they are around and they know what's going on. Y'all, I don't know. But it's something tricky and different that has meshed in with this world and another world. And I feel like that's kind of like the representation of this tree that's showing me half of it has white flowers and half of it does not have white flowers. And I think because half of that world has come over here and half of this world is still here, and they kind of meshing in together. It's showing me the combination of different worlds coming together. And it could be like I always think it's the world that we create, just like we was talking about manifesting easily if we don't give into the sadness or the gloominess or that energy that's weighing us down. Like manifesting that instant manifestation energy that we have in the dream world to think and it happens, or to become lucid and just starting to create whatever we want. Like being able to not give into that gloomy energy allows more of that manifestation energy to mesh in with this world. And so seeing some of the things that you want to bring in happens to it's starting to come into this world, and things are starting to line up. Things are starting to line up because the things that I call forth the first of the year with a lot of things with my life are lining up, and it's happening, and even I talked to somebody, she was like, oh God, things are just pouring in your life. She said, and I see it. She said, I see so many things happening. And it's like, yeah, it's like manifestation time right now. It's like on 1,000. It's just out there. But then there's this other heavy, gloomy energy that's right under that. This is Gemini energy. I don't know what Gemini energy is. I don't like it. No. My Venus is in Gemini. Yes, I know it's the air sign, and it's kind of I hate to say two faced. I hate to say bipolar too. My sister's a Gemini, my niece is a Gemini. But I hate to use those words bipolar and stuff, but they can have two sides, just like you're saying with Gemini. They can have that joy and the sadness. They can have, that feeling that we're getting right now, even looking at the tree, like you got flowers and you have no flowers, it's the two sides. It's the clown face of the happy and the sad faces. That's Gemini energy to me, of getting the opposite ends of the poles, but in one freaking reality or person or situation. It's Gemini energy. It can be very airy and just flowy, similar to water, but more just airy, or just really open. Water can conform, and it really takes a lot for air to conform. But water can conform to almost any container or object you put it in. It changes shape. And pretty much air, you can't see it, but it's around and it moves and you feel it. And that's what's going right now. I'm feeling it. All right, y'all. So this is where am I? That is what's going on. And feel free to comment, leave me a message, and let me know how you all feeling right now, so we can come up with a solution on how to best navigate through this reality at this time. So peace and high frequency.